Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make dal roti. As you can see, I've boiled some pea dal. You can use gram dal if you prefer. I've boiled it to a point where you can mash it with your finger. Right? Let me just show you guys. Look. The reason why I don't boil it that much is because we still have to grind it manually. So I'm going to strain this out now, and then we are going to start rolling. As you can see, the dal is still whole. I've actually boiled this in water with a tablespoon of rock salt and a pinch of hing. Okay, now we're going to start grinding it. The reason why I'm grinding it while it's still hot is that it grinds quicker. I'm not using a food processor because we might not get all the grains mushed up. So let's start rolling it now. I'm just going to do a spoon at a time. I prefer using the countertop, it's much easier. And we're going to roll it with a rolling pin. You can see, just mash it down like that. And it's so soft because it's still hot. That way. Just make sure when you drain your dal after you boiled it, all the water has come off. It's quite easy. See? It's a fine texture. If you scoop it, it's a bit powdery, but that's what we want because we still have to braise it. Let's do the rest of it now. We'll do them in batches. The reason why I use the countertop because it's much more easy to pick off compared to a board, a rolling pin board. As Indian people would say, a choki and belna. The board is actually called a choki. Very nice and mushed up. You can use any amount of dal. I actually used 2 cups of dal, 2 small cups of dal. You can use a bigger batch if you have a bigger family. You can see, it's still grainy, but it's not wet. It's moist, but not soaking wet. The last bit of our dal, nicely mashed up. Just clean up our rolling pin. Grab our dal into the bowl. Just want to show you guys, it's soft and mushy, but it's not runny like water. And when I say it needs to drain up, as you can see, there's no water coming off the plate. So now we're gonna get ready to braise it. Okay guys, now to braise, I've got a stick of butter that's melting in the pot here. Let it nice and melted. Now that it's melted, I'm going to be adding in 3 dried chilies that have been chopped up. I do small ones. 3 cloves of garlic. And we're going to let this fry. Once that fries up, we're going to add in half a teaspoon of chili powder and 1.5 teaspoons of cumin, jeera powder, and a teaspoon of turmeric. And we're going to let this fry. frying up, we're going to add our dal which we have browned. Add all of it, the entire 2 cups. The good thing about dal roti is that you don't have to make the entire batch at once. You can make it and freeze it, and when you're making roti you can just take it out, throw it, and you can use it to make dal roti. So it's not such a mission to make it. Now we're just going to give this a good stir. Actually looks like soji. Now while this is frying up, I'm going to add in a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to give it a good stir so everything is coated with salt for taste. It's not too much of salt in here because remember when we boil the dal, we put in a tablespoon of salt. Okay, now that it's fried up, I'm going to put it into another bowl, let it cool down, and throw over a handful of coriander. As you guys can see, I transferred it into another bowl. It's still piping hot. I'm going to throw in my coriander and give it a good stir so everything is mixed. Actually looks quite nice. Remember, we braised the dal so it could cook with the spices. Smells quite nice. Just give it a good mix. While we're waiting for this to cool down, after we've mixed, we're going to make the roti dough. Okay guys, now we're waiting for the dal roti dough to get ready. I've got 3 cups of flour in here. Now we're going to be adding in 2 tablespoons of milk powder. This would make our roti softer. It's a little secret. I love secrets. Give it a good mix. While we're waiting for our kettle to boil. Good mix. And here I have my oil, which I use. I'm not going to be putting a lot of oil into my dough, as when we're toasting the dal rotis, it's going to be using some butter for toasting. So let's get going with mixing. Putting in a cup of water. Let's do another. Let's give it a mix. Remember guys, I'm just using a guideline. You can judge by yourself when you're doing. As you can see, we need more water because there's lots of flour that's not binded with the water. It's another cup again. Let's give it a good mix now and see how it goes. You can also use the milk powder when making normal roti for a softer roti. It's something I discovered today. Need more water. So far we use 3 cups of water. Just remember to always use boiling hot water. Not room temperature, not geyser, but kettle boiled hot water. For a softer dough. That's my daughter playing in the background there, outside in the cold, with her swing ball and her little puppy. Okay. Now we're just going to put like a sprinkling of water for the dough. It's a new song she learned off TikTok. Okay. Just clean up the bowl as we're going along. Any residual flour. We're going to mix this in the bowl and then we're going to drop it onto the counter and give it a good mix. Just get the spoon out of here now. Okay. So let's just drop this hot dough. As you can see, the steam still coming off it. Pour this over to the counter. Okay. 2 tablespoons of oil to massage the dough on your hands so you don't get burnt. Let's get the dough together. It's quite a sticky, messy job. My daughter loves this job. As you can see, the dough is soft. I'm just going to sprinkle some flour so it's workable. Everybody has their own methods of making roti. I'm just showing you how I normally do it. Okay, it's nice soft dough. We're just going to keep on kneading it. That's the whole idea. Getting the soft dough. It's like making bread, like I said before. Let's clean up here. I'm just going to put a little bit of flour to get the stickiness off here so the roll doesn't stick. You can make whatever size you prefer. It's nice and soft. See? It's not stiff, it's soft. One last knead, and we're going to be ready to roll. Just roll it out into a log. There you go. Now we're going to slice it. Remember guys, we're making dhal roti. It needs to be a bit bigger because we're going to fill it up with dough. I'm just going to roll it into balls. They don't have to be all the same size. Like you can see, I don't have them all the same size, so I'm just going to add a bit here to make a nice soft dough. Just going to dip them in flour and place them into the bowls. Now that we're done making our little bigger rotis, you're just going to dust them with some flour and you're going to flatten the sides, not too deep. And you're going to take a tablespoon and you're going to fill it into the roti. Then you're going to start to pinch the sides, as you can see. Okay, pinch the sides, flatten it up. It's ready to roll. One down, quite a few more to go. There you go again. Make your pocket, tablespoon of filling, and you pinch the sides. Make sure you seal the end so it does not burst open. Next one. The reason why I don't fold too much in there is because I don't want it to burst while we're rolling. It does happen to many of us, but let's try to avoid the problem. Next one. Okay, we're done filling our rotis. As you guys can see, I have quite a bit of dough that's remainder. I am going to put this into a container and put this into the deep freezer. As I said, as you require, you can take off and you can use. Now it's time to start rolling. Flour your board on the countertop. Flour your dough. Okay. Now we're going to roll. Very lightly as we have filling inside and we don't want it to pop. Gentle rolls. Just keep on turning so you have an even dough. You can use the same dough that I've used to make aloo paratha, or you can stuff it with leftover chicken and toast it, even with cheese. We're trying not to pop it, but we're trying to give it an even roll. Just put some flour, and there you go. Our first one is ready. Put some flour on there. Let's do the next one. Extra flour. Flour on your rolling pin. And very gently roll it. You don't have to have the perfect round roti, because when it goes into your tummy, it's not round. Go. The second one done. It's a gentle roll. This one. You can see I didn't seal this one properly. I'm going to pinch it down, press it down, and roll gently. You will get one or two that will pop while you're rolling. Maybe sometimes you put in a bit extra, but that's fine. You can still toast it. You can see the dough popping through. Oops, that's fine. I'm going to trim fresh. Just flatten it out and roll. Next one done. Okay guys, we're down to our last one to roll, and then we're ready to toast. For toasting, I've melted some butter, or if you want, you can use ghee. I'm using just normal rama. As you can see, my rotis are not that perfectly round, but we try. Last one done. Now it's time to fry. Here again guys, I have my non-stick pan. I've got some butter that's melted, actually rama, okay, which is going to be used to grease the rotis today. My bowl with the dish towel as usual, which is soft, and a spatula today because it's a dhal roti, so it's a bit heavier, so it's a bit harder for me to turn. Let's get starting with the first one. First one's in the pan. You can use your hand to turn it around so it cooks evenly. Like I told you guys, sometimes when you overfill, that's what happens. It's still bubbling. It's fine bubbles coming up there. Cook for a few seconds more. Then I'm going to brush this side here with butter so that when I flip it over, it starts to fry on that side. Okay, now I think it's time to flip it over. So I'm just going to use a little bit of butter and give it a brush on the sides and the center. Normally my husband helps me with toasting dal rotis because it's quite a bit of a heavy job. As you can see, it's toasted nicely. So while I'm waiting for that side to fry, I'm going to butter the side. Not too much, just for it to fry. As you can see, it's fluffing up. Look, that means it's cooking all the way through. Time to flip it over. As you can see, it's fried up. Just gonna keep on turning it for the butter to cook and push it down so it dries up. One down and 14 more to go. Let's take it out. Go. See, it's nicely done. Edges are all cooked. Now I'm going to cover it with a tea towel and do the next one. Second one's in. As you can see, it's bubbling, which means it's cooking all the way through. Here you have it, guys. Perfectly soft dhal roti. That's quite a bit, still piping hot. And today I'm plating it with my jeera potatoes, some mint chutney, and our super soft dhal roti, as you can see. Perfect for the cold weather. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, enjoy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button. Goodbye.